Good morning, April. Good morning. Good morning, Cass. Hey, good morning. Well, I think we're coming in, so welcome. Set up your mat. If you have a block or anything that's dense and can hold some structure for you, that might be nice to have. Just one. So I'll go ahead and crawl over to my mat so we can get started. We'll start today in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana. Cross your legs. If you just rolled out of bed, I commend you. Thanks for being here with me. We'll drop in, so make sure you are sitting on something supportive. Your spine can grow tall, and put your hand on your heart. Maybe both hands on your heart. So we could do a quick check-in and tune in. We'll take a deep breath here, filling the lungs, feeling the heart expanse. And then let it go out your mouth, make a sound. Good. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Fill up, feel that abundance of space inside. And then open mouth clear. And release. Let's try that again. Big breath here. Pause at the top and then open mouth and release. It's amazing when we clear that exhale and the sound, it's like reminding us that, yes, I am breathing out. I am letting go. Good. We'll take the hands and start to warm them up. For our fun, playful class, we need lots of energy. So let's start to make some heat with our hands, especially if they feel cold. Quick. And then we'll place them on our shoulders, like we're giving ourselves a hug. And maybe some squeezes, some compressions. Getting our hands, our forearms, and our shoulders and our neck loosened up here. Hands drop to the knees, lift the chest, eyes up, and exhale, chin down, looking down. Drop the right ear off to the right shoulder. Pausing there. Lift the chin up as you release your head gently back. Pulling the shoulders down as your left ear comes over your left shoulder. And pause there. Drop the chin down in front of your chest. And we'll take that again in reverse. So pull the navel in, lift the heart, drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Uber slow. Begin to lift the chin up towards the ceiling. Release the skull back. Right ear topples over right shoulder, pausing there briefly. And return your chin back to your chest. So I want to take your hands, like little cups around the back of your ears. And it's easy to get caught up with all the notifications you missed while you were sleeping. At least I do as soon as I wake up. And I want to take all of that accumulation and just the accumulation of the past few weeks and bring it forward to one. So it's like when you sweep and you condense all the clutter, all the dust particles into the pan. Seal your palms together at the third eye. And then slowly pull your prayer hands down to your heart. So all that accumulation, all the thoughts coming into one place and then dropping down to your heart center. Let's try that again. Hands back by your ears, the sides of your head. And then imagine just scraping all of whatever is left, all those little fragmented thoughts and distractions, and then pulling down to the center of your chest. Very symbolic of dropping your mind into your heart space. The space where love and compassion and forgiveness resides to yourself. So take a deep breath in there and let it go. And if you brought any intentions or would like to offer the practice to somebody else or some bigger situation, feel free to do so now. Good, and then pointing the hands, fingertips down, and just right over the solar plexus, which is the space kind of between your heart and your navel. That energy kind of draws deep into the gut, the third brain. And we'll take it up from there. Reach your arms out like a high V, spread your fingers, and then we'll close and make fists. Open and close fast for about 30 rounds. Let's go. I don't want to count, so we'll just keep going. Spread the fingers out like almost jazz hands and then squeeze them in, tight fist. Feeling that blood circulation. Keep going. Strong hands. Whew. Good, last 10. Squeeze and open, open and squeeze. 5, 2, and 1. Good, lower the hands down. And let's come on to all fours for a few rounds of cat-cow. And I've been practicing Kundalini yoga more so with a good friend of mine who's on the video, and their way of doing it is like almost is very breath technique. So let's do a little bit faster pace cat-cow, if that's okay with you, so we can really tune into the breath. So inhale, exhale. In, look up, exhale, out, round. So it's, you're creating like a, if you can hear, in, out, in, out, in, out. Pumping, stimulating lots of chi or your prana, life force, strength, as well as a supple spine. For 3, 2, 1. Pulling the hips back like child's pose, reaching the arms forward, forehead down. Inhale, go, pull yourself forward, shoulders over wrists, and then exhale, bend your elbows and lower down to a hover. Inhale, push back up, and exhale, pull your hips back as a way to warm up dynamically through our strong upper body. Inhale, pull forward. Belly in, exhale as you lower down slow. Inhale, push up strong, arms straight, locked out, exhale, draw back. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Feel the weight in your fingertips. Inhale, exhale, pull back. Inhale, forward. Even your thumbs claw the mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, push back. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Inhale, forward. Take your right arm up and reach to the ceiling. Wave out through that top wrist. And reverse direction. Stacking your right shoulder over your left, and then thread that arm through, dropping the shoulder and ear down to the ground. Eyes, spine starts to rotate to the left as you press your left hand down into the earth. Give yourself a bit of leverage, or take that left arm up. Spin through the wrists. Lots of care to our hands. all the time, especially when we want to get on our hands for weight-bearing exercises, and bend that elbow, bring your arm to a bind, reaching left hand to right hip. Go for that vertical line of your shoulders, peeling that left shoulder back, and gently release. Left hand presses down into that same handprint that it was before. Re-extend your right arm up, and exhale, take it down. Same thing other side. Left arm to the sky. Stack joints, open chest, pulling the back of your hand back. Awesome. Big circles here in both directions. Great job. Exhale, thread it under. Pressing that right hand down, peeling that right shoulder back and away from your ear. Notice if your hips sway to one side, gently pull back toward a neutral position. And if you did on the first side, take your right arm up, roll through that wrist. Spin your palm back, bend your elbow, reach for that left hip crease. And then once and if you get that, draw your left hip back and peel your right shoulder up. Very good. Slowly release, replace, and inhale, rise up. Open twist and exhale. Release your hands down. Let's push up. Tuck the toes under and push the ground away. Lift your knees. And then bend your elbows out wide to the side, kind of turning up the heat in our body, and then wrap your triceps under so your elbows point straight back and hover in this turbo dog. Release your head, shake out your neck. Bring your elbows to about 2-inch hover off the ground and your knees as well, and then scoop up through the low belly, pressing the ground down and away, drawing the navel in and up. Uddiyana Bandha, or navel lock. For 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out the arms and legs. Pedal out through the feet. And take a few brief moments in your downward facing dog. Very good. Widen your dog. Take your feet out as wide as your mat. Heels kicked out a bit. Take your right arm to the left lower leg, ankle or foot, and twist. Down dog twist. Pressing firmly into your left hand, fingers stretched out wide, pulling all that energy back up to your hips, and look up towards the ceiling, especially with your bottom eye. Good, release, and we'll switch. Left hand cuts across on the underside of the body to the opposite right foot, lower leg, ankle, whatever you can reach. And then draw your chin to your chest, looking up under that right arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. Pull and release. Awesome. Let's shift forward. Top of a plank push-up. And we'll just breathe here. So sometimes when we get right out of bed, we're cold, at least I am. So it's nice to kind of warm up, and we'll just shift a little right to left. Shifting forward, high on the toes, bend your elbows and lower slowly down to your belly. Untuck the toes. Pull the hands back by your floating ribs, elbows point up, and we'll inhale to a cobra flow. So breathe in, lift your chest and your eyes. Shoulders roll back, and exhale, release all the way down. A few more times. Inhale, press your palms into the mat, straight arms, roll shoulders, lift heart, and exhale, release. How about 2 more times? Legs are a heavy anchor as your upper body peels up off the ground and up towards the ceiling. Again, last one. Good, and then exhale, press your hips back. Tuck your toes under, and we'll find that hover. Bend your elbows, turbo dog. Breathe. Now if you're not warm yet, We'll help you get there. Just one more little thing, okay? And then we'll get started. Taking your right leg up towards the ceiling, keeping your elbows bent. And then exhale, pull your right leg up to the ceiling, pull your knee into your nose, straight arm. Inhale, bend your elbows and re-extend your leg, foot up. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose, straight arms. One more time. Leg up, bend your elbows. And then exhale, pull knee to nose. And then slowly replace your ball of your foot, and we'll try it on the other side. Left knee picks up, hovers. Inhale, as your leg goes back, your elbows drop down as if you were going into a forearm position. Pull the knee into the chest, straighten your arms and shift forward, scoop the belly in. Around your upper back. Twice more. Inhale. Elbows bend to a hover. Leg kicks back and up. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Straighten the arms and pull forward. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And release. Shake up the head, yes and no. You are right where you need to be, trust that. Take your right leg up high to the sky. Look forward, pull the knee into your nose and step the foot between your thumbs. Drop the back knee down and inhale, reach your arms up. Take some weight off your hands. Let's release those wrists and circle them out. Lower the elbows down wide and lift your chest. Press weight into that front foot. Pull the knee forward. And then exhale, reach your arms back like airplane wings and straighten the front leg. Pushing your hips back. Let's try that all again, but with less breaks. So inhale, arms pull forward. Lunge your hips through. And then exhale, come back to a neutral. Elbows pull down. And straighten the front leg as your arms reach back. And you feel your shoulder blades pull onto the back body. Awesome. Again, inhale. Forward and down with your lunge. Reach up and back with your arms. Find a neutral. Lat press. And then slowly shift back. One more time at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back. Very good. Lower the hands down. Rebend your front leg. And we'll step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back, lengthen and lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit low, chair pose. Sit down, weights in your heels. Pick up their toes. And then take your arms forward. And sit down a little lower, straight arms. Inhale, press up strong, reach up high. Push your hips forward and look up and back. Exhale, hands to the center and fold. Flat back, inhale. Step your right leg back, followed by your left. High plank, top of a push-up. Shift forward and back, forward and back. Forward, hold, bend your elbows, staying close to the sides of your ribs, hover down, all the way down. 3 flows up into your cobra. Inhale. Exhale. And this is as exaggerated as you can make it. So inhale with your knees still down. Peel your heart forward and up. Feeling your upper back squeeze. And lower down. Last one. Exhale. Push your hips back. Hands under shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and take your left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose and step your foot through your thumbs. Drop the back knee, inhale, arms up. And let's just feel it this first time, so a little bit slow. Drop your hips forward and down. Feel the weight in your front foot and squeeze your glutes. And then bend your elbows, pull your hips back, find a neutral position. Straighten the arms, reach back. Front heel flexes, toes point up. Again, all together. Inhale. As you exhale, pull arms back and then reach and heart forward. All right, 2 more. Getting out of rigidity and more into a fluid state. Finding that element of grace here in your practice this morning. Last one. 2 hands down. Support your front foot as you bend your knee over it. Lift the back leg and step to the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Belly stays in. Crown of your head pulls forward. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit low, chair. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now we'll get going a little bit faster here. So inhale. Exhale, pull it down. Fold in half, flat back, inhale. Low, extend your left leg back, step back, high plank. You can always drop your knees, shift forward, and chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and exhale, press back, down dog. Right leg to the sky, deep breath in. Exhale, pull your knee and self forward, step through between your thumbs, high lunge this time. Breathe in, exhale, pull your hips back and square it off as your arms go down, and straighten your arms as you straighten your front leg. Let's try that again. Inhale, so same thing as we were doing on our back knee. Now doing with the back leg lifted. Good. Once you're here with your front leg straight, lower your hands down, drop your back heel in at a diagonal line, and fold in your pyramid stretch. Bend your elbows, pulling your forehead to your knee, belly in. Very good. Inhale, reset, look forward, arms to sky. Exhale, top of your mat, 2 feet together, sit low, chair. Lift your heels. See if you can drop your hips down a little bit lower. Open your knees and have a seat all the way down. Grab your block. And then bring your hands up, grab onto the block and lower down slowly onto your spine. Releasing the back of your head. We'll warm up through the core. So take your hands to your block and extend the right foot forward. Push into your block as your left knee draws up. Back to center and switch. Left leg forward, keep your lower back flat on the ground and back. Now we'll add the arms. Right arm back, right leg forward. You can lift the head and hover the shoulders up for added challenge. And release. Left leg and arm. Extend out. And exhale, release. Release your feet. Lift your arms up and overhead as your hips come high in a bridge pose. Take a moment. And let's do another round. So lower the hips. Lift the shoulders and head up. Bring your lower body like tabletop. This time your forearms come to the block. Right leg and arm, extend out. Exhale, pull it in. Left side. Pull it in. Again, inhale. Exhale. Left side. Pull it in. Last round, right side. Left side. And release. In your bridge pose, feet down, hip width distance apart, hips up, block overhead. Set that block down. Pull the knees to your chest as you lower your hips to the ground, and we'll rock back and up on our spine. And right back into our chair if possible. So if it takes your hands to help you get that lift, no problem. Otherwise, press down into your feet, weight shifts forward, and we pop back up to our chair. Sit low and add a prayer twist to your right. Left elbow comes across to your right knee, hands to heart. Stay here or open the arms. North and south. And release. Inhale back up. Take a moment, stand and push your hips forward. Exhale back to your chair so we can find that prayer twist to the left. Good. Thumb stay over the chest, and or right hand down, left arm up. Draw your hips back and down. Lift your eyes up. And inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Right leg back. Followed by your left. Now if you're near a wall space, I'd love to include that wall space. So go ahead and walk your hands back to your back foot, your right foot. And if you need to bump your hips back or find a wall space quick, somewhere where you can just place your top foot. We're just going to stretch this first round. So left leg up in a standing splits. Notice if your hip stacks over, and that's okay to get more height, but work that squared hip. So draw the left outer hip down, draw the right hip back, and breathe as you push your hands into the floor. Getting used to the head below the heart. Let's do that same breathing practice we tried at the beginning. So inhale through your nose, fill full, and then open mouth, go with sound. Inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, open mouth loud, and release. Crawl back onto your mat so we can shift forward and lower down. Up dog or 3 cobras. Pull it up, whatever feels best for you. Exhale. Stretching out through that front body. Solar plexus. Last one. And push back. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Left leg to the sky, deep breath in. Exhale, knee to your nose, step through, high lunge. 3 rounds, arms up. Big, deep lunge. Exhale, pull your elbows down like cactus and reach back. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Work your hands to the ground. Drop your back heel down. 45-degree angle like warrior 2. Lengthen through the spine and exhale, fold. We'll linger here for 3 breaths. If mobility, flexibility allows you to, maybe you pick up your toes on your left foot and or your whole foot. Drawing that left outer hip back, right hip forward. And allowing your head to really sink down to the ground. Getting in there, right? Inhale, rebend, and look up. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Sink low chair pose, inhale. Prayer twist to the left, right elbow across. Work your arms to straighten, or if you'd like, work your side crow. So hands to the floor, fingertips point in the same line direction. And then just bend your elbows and shift weight there like we do chaturanga. Pick up your top foot. Maybe it stays. Really working your side oblique and or both feet. Even if it's for a millisecond. And breathe. And release. Stand all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Chair pose. Prayer twist to your right. Open your arms north and south. You can stay here or work your side crow variation. Hands to the floor in front of you. As much as you can, the outer edge of your right knee up over the left side of your upper arm. Bend your elbows, shift forward, deep twist. Adding the weight if you can, pick up one or both feet, breathe. And slow release. Inhale, stand tall. Arms overhead. Exhale, fold in half. Flat back, inhale. Left leg goes back. Take your right leg up to the ceiling. And then walk your hands back to that back left foot. Maybe you find that same wall behind you or you bump your body back to a wall. 3 big breaths with open mouth, loud sounding exhales. Now the closer you get your base foot to the baseboard edge of your wall, maybe the more intense you'll feel the stretch. Maybe you already feel it intensely. Just notice that. And inhale, look forward. Crawl away from the wall for your plank. And we'll switch it up. Side plank, right hand down, left arm up to the ceiling. Push your hips high, top arm overhead, and exhale, lower down. Chaturanga, or just hold that plank. Push back up. Drop your heels to the left. Left hand is your base now. Right arm reaches up. Hips go high, top arm overhead. Exhale, back to plank, shift forward, lower down. Let's try it one more time. Heels to the right. Left arm peels up. Top arm overhead, hips to sky, and exhale, a strong press. Last side, right hand up. Top arm overhead, and exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra flow. Exhale, release. Or you can combo it with a cobra flow and an up dog. Just discern what's best for you and your spine today. Exhale. Tuck your toes, press yourself back, down dog. Now, as promised, we'll go through a few more standing poses and then have some time at the wall to play. So right leg, pick it up, reach high. Exhale, knee to nose, step through. Warrior 2, back heel down. Come all the way up. Relax your shoulders, stack shoulders over hips, big bend in your front knee. Inhale, reach up. Straighten the front leg. And then exhale, bring your hands down by the base of your neck. And then release out back into your warrior 2. Try it again, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Side angle pose. Right forearm or hand to the ground. Top arm overhead. Eyes at the fingertips. Top arm, reach. Stay or reach your top arm up and bind it. Half or full, reaching under the inside of your right thigh. Belly in as you push your hips forward and lean the skull back. Draw that top shoulder back and gently release. Straighten out that front leg, triangle pose. If your hand needs to come up on some support, that's good. Draw your hips back, lift the chest, turning, rotating your spine up. Inhale, come back up. Pivot the toes in. Lift through the heart. And exhale, hinge forward to fold. Flat back inhale. We'll try our first inversion. Lots of energy today. If you're not going upside down, no worries. Stay here, enjoy your fold. Otherwise, we'll try a tripod headstand. So if it's in your practice, bring your hands back behind your shoulders, but about that width, distance apart. Top of your head comes down. You're making an equilateral triangle here. Lean weight forward, hips over shoulders, shoulders lifting up. Peel the heels up off the ground and or the toes float up as you stack and lift. Keep your straddle legs, point through the toes. Breathe here, in and out. Feel your navel pull in deeply and your tail point up. Hollow belly, that same Uddiyana Bandha lift. And release, come out slow. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, pivot back to the top of your mat. Step back and go through your flow or skip it. Make it your own. Cultivating your self-practice. Hands back. Let's walk your hands back as you take your left leg up to the ceiling. Standing splits, but this time with a little bit more. So we want to get the right distance, and it'll take time. But roughly, it's about one leg's distance away from the wall. So with that left toe on the ground, or excuse me, on the wall, about hip height, we're going to pick up the right foot and find 2 feet on the wall, like a down dog at the wall. Stacking, maybe walking your hands toward the wall so that you get that L shape in your body. Stay here, breathe, and or take the right leg, left leg up. That's what we're working on. Left leg up. Breathe here. Maybe lift the right heel off the wall and place it back. Belly in, same hollow body. Very good. Draw the left foot down. Shift forward. I changed my mind. Hips up to the ceiling, down dog. Just take a moment. Lift your heels. We're gonna step or float forward, top of the mat, into our chair pose. Switching it up big time here. And then lower all the way down to our seat. Not sure if we did the other side, but this time we're gonna keep it really easy and just work on some bicycles here. Because this knee to chest is really what we want to see upside down. So just pull the right knee to the chest, lift your shoulders and head up off the ground. Hands to the head. No weight pressure in your hands and your head. No strain in your neck. And then twist. And pull that knee up. Switch. Switch. And it's not about the pace or how many reps you can do, but the quality of pulling your knee to your chest, right? And holding it there. Release the twist. Just reach your arms forward and pull that knee in. Pump the legs. Feel the lower back flat on the ground. Last 3. Maybe you pause there. Knee to nose. Up, up high. 2. And 1. Rock back and up. Into your chair. Arms to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Step or float back. So with your hands down, lean weight forward and just hop your feet back. Cobra up dog. Meet in the down dog. Last round for the standing step. Left leg high to the sky, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back heel, warrior 2. Take a moment, adjust your stance. Settle here. Take a moment to silence any chatter of your mind. Straighten the front leg, take your arms up. Like you were being cleansed here. Some water. Pull it up and pour it over. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms high. Bend your elbows and like an energy clearing. Last one. Lower the left forearm down onto your thigh or hand to the floor. Side angle pose. Parsva Konasana, top arm overhead. Take that bicep back by your ear if possible and look forward to the top arm, fingertips. Top arm reaches high. Spin your palm away, bend your elbow for that half bind. Now even if you can't see me, just turn your ears so you can hear me. Deep bend in your front leg, pull your knee over your toes, and take that bottom arm through if it's available, if that's interesting, for that full bind clasp. Top shoulder peels back. Hips move toward the right as your head moves to the left slightly. Now work that rotation in your upper back. Top shoulder stack and release. Triangle pose. Straighten the front leg. Maybe hand on block or ankle. Top arm overhead. Inhale, rise up. Pivot the left toes in. Spin the palms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Now if you were uncertain about coming up in your inversion before, here's another opportunity. If, however, that does not work for you and you want a different variation than a fold, feel free to take your arms in a bind, clasp, shoulder rinse, or take your legs out as wide as you can, Samakonasana, or even knees down like frog pose. Many options here. Otherwise, we're going to try headstand, Shirshasana, with elbows down. Clasp your hands, pull your pinkies towards your face so you can see them, and then rest the crown of your head into your palms. Shift forward, shoulders press up, and then begin to lift, lift, lift your lower body. This time we'll take toes together, touch, with knees splay wide. Breathe, calm, focused attention on one point in front of you, fixed. And then slowly take your legs out wide, straddle, pull the navel in to lower the feet down softly. Flat back, inhale. Pivot back to the top edge of your mat. Take a moment there, breathe in. And then take your left foot back. Bump your hips up against that wall behind you. Right leg to the ceiling. Breathe in. Walk your hands back as much as you need to. Keep your hands under your shoulders. Fingers spread wide. Press into that top leg and find both legs hip height, like down dog at the wall. Right leg high to the sky if that feels safe. Navel in. Remember all that core work we did with the block and without the block in your bicycles and with your knees driving in. And try to find a little bit of that through your core here while upside down. Child's pose. If your arms are pretty cooked, just release them back, forehead down. A few deep breaths in and out. I want you to channel all your attention to your third eye. So even with your eyelids closed, lift your eye gaze up toward the base of your nose, the center of your forehead. Your psychic energy, and just put all your focus there. The place where your forehead is resting on the ground, perhaps. A deep breath in, and a sound wave clearing out your breath. Exhale. 2 more like that, cooling down. Inhale, drop weight into your heels, weight into your hips through your heels, and rise up. Roll your neck out. Nice and slow, other direction. Lower your hands down, shift forward, tabletop, belly in, press back, down dog, hips high. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, look forward. And step the foot through, inhale. Find some length, look up. And then heel toe walk that foot across for your pigeon. Drop that right knee out. Straighten the back leg, sit up tall. Inhale here. And exhale, release your upper body down. Like a wave, like cobra flow, inhale. Eyes lift up. Exhale, release heart and head. Last one. Release your arms down. Take some deep breaths in and out. So when you work really hard in the beginning with lots of effort, it's nice to find that balance of dualities. The polarity of it is deep relaxation. So even if this pose is really challenging for you physically or mentally, work toward that energy that is allowing, that is accepting, and surrendering. Instead of fighting that with that resistance, can you soften into any resistance? One more big breath. And then slowly pick it up. Knee to chest. Glue that thigh up towards your nipple, heel up towards your sit bone, and then extend it up and do some big circles in your down dog, or with your left knee down in your table. Good, reverse. And we'll try it on the other side. Release your right foot down, pick up your left leg. Knee to nose, shift forward, pull everything in and step the foot through. Lunge deep, inhale. Eyes to sky, hips down to floor. Exhale, heel toe, walk the foot over to the right as your left knee drops out and open to the left. Sit up tall, inhale. We're gonna reverse it now. So lift your head and pull your chin down. Drop the crown of your head to the ground, bend your elbows out wide, like you were diving into ocean water. And then inhale, look up, lift your chest, lift your throat, lift your heart, chin down at the top. Exhale, look down, dive down. Pick it up one more time, like you're breaching the water. And then exhale, really control through your neck. And once you're down, settle there. Deep breaths. Do a mental body scan to notice where is the exact location that is holding on or resisting when it doesn't need to. And see if you can laser focus that area to just release its resistance or soften around the edges of resistance. Sometimes just bringing your awareness to that area, it does so naturally. Releasing the inner struggle by accepting what is can help it pass a lot faster. One more big breath. Slowly rise up, hands under shoulders. Pick it up and pause there with your knee high up. Shoulders over fingers, heel up into sit bone, press the ground down and away. And then stretch that leg up. Keep the knee bent, big circles. And reverse. Very good. 2 feet down. Look forward, bend the knees, and we'll hop up to a seat. All the way down. Kick your legs out wide. Grab your block. Bring it in front of you. Reach your arms high. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go right down the middle. So I like the block to put right at the center of your forehead at any height that works for you. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can stack your fists or stack your wrist and rest your forehead down. Inhale, rise up. Bend your knees. Keep your toes out like you would from Malasana. Take your arms out. Spin your palms away like we did in those binds. Bend your elbows, back of your hands to the back of your ribs. Bring your elbow one and or both inside your inner thighs and squeeze. Pull your knees towards each other. Lift your chest. Open mouth, HA. And I like to play with sounds and be silly sometimes too. So maybe a flubber of your lips. You try. Beatbox, I don't know, some sound. One more. Slowly release your arms out. Do some big shoulder shrugs as you pull your knees together, cross your shins, and come all the way forward onto your belly. This one might be hard to see, but I'll try to explain it so best I can. So lower onto your belly. Take your right arm out to the side. I'm doing the same way with you. Your right arm out to the side. Bend your left elbow and your left knee. Now roll toward your outer bottom hip. And breathe, hold steady there. Your foot goes down, finds the ground, knee points up. You can stay here, or like when we did thread the needle in our tabletop in the beginning, you can take your top arm up, spin your palm away, and work a bind, or a clasp, flexing the bottom hand, reaching the top arm back there. Don't worry if you can't catch it. Some days it's easy, some days it's just not happening, and that's okay. Stretching through your chest, all those muscles we worked in our shoulders and arms. Release, lower the top leg, straighten it back. Gently come onto your belly and switch sides. So your left arm will go out, palm down, bend your opposite right knee, and then roll toward that outer hip. Especially if you've been doing like lots of texting or lifting, anything with your arms forward, sitting on the couch, sitting in front of your computer. This is a really nice counter stretch to open that inner line of your chest and arm. Option, bind, top arm, lift up, spin the palm away and work it. Drawing your shoulder blades back. Another big wave of fresh oxygen coming in. And a clearing out breath. Release. All the way forward. Press up in the way you like. Draw your knees together and swish your legs forward. Arms high to the sky, inhale. Spin your palms up, lift your palms up to the ceiling. And then just twist to the right. Reach your arms out wide like a T. You're twisting to the right, your left arm is a forward. Reach to the right outer edge of your foot or lower leg, whatever you can. Take that back arm like a rainbow, reach up and over, maybe to the opposite foot, outer edge side. Even if you can't touch, that's okay. Just keep your top arm up and work a twist with your fold. Paschimottanasana, like a hybrid pose. Revolved. Stretching out that lower back. Inhale, top arm, and followed by your bottom arm. Back to center, arms high. Exhale, twist. Interlace your hands. Spin the palms up, then rotate. Open your arms out wide, reach down. So cross the midline. Top arm overhead, rainbow style, up and over. Even if you can't touch the foot, that's okay. Still twist. Still fold. And breathe. Inhale, rise back up. Straight down the middle, exhale. Pull your heart forward. Shoulders pin down. And exhale, bow. Maybe bending your elbows toward the ground or bending your knees towards your chest. Inhale, rise back up. And we'll make our way to our final Shavasana. So lay down flat. Or because you're near a wall, maybe you take your legs up that wall. Inversion in this restorative way. Get your arms out wide, palms up, shoulders pinned down. Stay here and rest for as long as you need. Before I get cut off from any one of these, I just want to share a poem. So let me find it real quick. From this awesome book, Yoga Poems. Flipping through the pages of life's diary, we come to this day, and the next, and the next. Open yourself to the world, and life writes itself on the heart. Close your eyes, look inside, and read its poetry again and again, slowly, and share it with someone. Your neighbor is you. Thanks for practicing. Have a great day. Namaste.